to another episode of Lucklight Plays. We're continuing our run-through of Secret of Evermore, and here we are in the Hall of Colossia, which, on the last episode we finished up the pyramid and managed to get here to look for the second diamond eye, the pyramid holding the first. So, without further ado, let's just go. The way the Hall of Colossia is set up is there's 4 little side paths that we have to traverse before we get to the last room. And that first room we entered was the original, I guess the foyer. And we just have to explore these side hallways. There's various treasures, there's various things, so... I believe there's a secret room over here somewhere. Yep, there it is. So we're gonna run to the left, run up. Can I get in there? Yes. Pixie dust. Pixie dust, what that does is it, if I use it and I get killed, then I, restore. It's kind of like a... how do I describe it? It's like a... if you know Final Fantasy, it's like a re-raise spell. If you die, you come back instantly. But it can wear off, so you just can't keep it on and then, you know, you'll be safe forever. No, it doesn't work that way. You kind of have to plan ahead, be like, okay, it feels like I'm gonna die here. I better use this pixie dust. Did you see that? Like, for some reason this wall blocks my attacks. I've never seen that. There's also these mice crawling around that are, I guess they're just there to confuse the dog. Make the dog go after something other than, you know, the actual enemies. Or it could confuse the, spells you use, because if I hit multiple targets, it's gonna hit all those rats too, and everybody's gonna be hit weaker than it would if I just had, like, if I was trying to hit 2 slimes with a fireball, or a flash, and then now it's gonna hit all these stupid rats while we're at it. Alright, so, now that we're across, there's definitely something there, so let's use Revealer. You can also tell there's something there because the dog is clearly walking over it without even knowing it's there. Alright, thank you, dog. Got a couple parts of ash. Now let's travel up. And these stupid guys again. They're definitely using daggers. We can tell that, but I don't... why they sound like maraca shakers, I have no idea. I'll just sit back and enjoy the music and stop thinking about such things, I guess. Alright, pardon me, guys. Alright, that button opened up another door in the foyer area, so now we have to head back there. Now that I think about it, I could never figure out how I figured this out. Like how I knew that there was just more doors open in the foyer, because it doesn't really tell you. And I don't think it would be blazingly apparent that you have to go back to the foyer and there's another door open. Maybe after this one, after the first time, you're like, okay, that's the gimmick of the place, but... I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it again. I mean, it's not like I don't remember having a strategy guide or anything. I will admit that, when I was a child, my parents were, you know, the ones who had the money. I mean, obviously I was a kid, and they didn't just buy me video games, they bought the strategy guides along with them. I think, now, this isn't against anything, you know, at GameStop. But I remember back in the day, it wasn't even GameStop at the time, it was EB Games. They would always try to sell the strategy guide along with whatever game you were trying to purchase. So, yeah, I didn't get it. Now I need to go back and hit that button again. The button is timed, so me hitting all these stupid guys is not helping. And the fact that there's so many of them, and they all seem to stop me, it's not helping either. I'm gaining a level though. But anyway, what I was trying to say is I'm pretty sure that the guys at EB Games were like, you know, if you're gonna buy this game, you're gonna need the strategy guide. Your kid is gonna need the strategy guide. There's no way they can figure this crap out by themselves. And for some reason I had a whole bunch of strategy guides. And this was also pre-internet days, so you couldn't even... It's not like you could do that. Alright, I made it. So you couldn't argue, well, it's just game facts. No, it wasn't. If you couldn't finish a game, that was it. You were done. And there were plenty of games that I never finished, Pool of Radiance being one of them. But, I remember having a bunch of strategy guides for a bunch of games. And I would actually get in trouble with my parents because I wouldn't use them, or I would refuse to use them until I absolutely positively needed it. And that took me a while to finally, you know, say, okay, I need this. Oh, mini-boss time. Against the, this is the Minotaur. Literally, Mini-Taur. I'll sting him with some bees. I don't know how he hit me while he was being stung, but... Dog just finished him off. Great. There we go. Now I got a new entrance to go through. But yeah, as I was saying, the fact that I wouldn't use the strategy guides, even though they bought them, you know, it was always like, you know, I bought these things for you and you don't even use them, and you know, as a kid, you really didn't have the word capacity to explain that, you know, I want to have fun with the game before I try strategy guide. So, alright, that didn't work at all. Essentially, I have to hit the buttons in the right order to make things appear. So let's try middle, right, left. And open this door. But I mean, there were some games that I broke out the strategy guide every once in a while. Like, I would try to break them out after I beat them, really. To see, let's try this now. Right, left. Let's try right, left, middle. There we go. Open another door. Found some wings. But I would try to use the strategy guide maybe after I beat the game, see what I missed, play it again, and, you know, get all the secret stuff that I missed the first time. Let's just do left, right. Left, middle, right. But, and there were a bunch of things in this game that I missed the first time. Bunch of spells. The Sting spell I never got even with the strategy guide, which is kind of weird. Like, I just couldn't find it. The fact that I found it now, like, it had instructions on where to find it. So go right to this oasis and then up to this oasis and you'll find them, and I never did. I don't even think the strategy guide was right in that aspect, because I did it a different way this time and found it. Found some honey. And I could tell that that was a secret path because of the light. See the light on the wall there? It doesn't work every time, but it works this time. Dog riding on thin air. That's good. But there's a spell coming up that I completely missed the first time I played. We'll be picking that up. And the worst part is enemies in this game use spells too. Often the times the same spells that you could get. So, this particular spell, ever since I left this place, I would see this spell being used on me over and over and over again, and I'm like, how come I never found that spell? You know, I'm stuck with Flash, I'm stuck with Crush. Which Crush is a good spell, but I just never bothered using it because I leveled Flash up in the beginning and just kind of stuck with it. So Flash was always kind of my mainline spell. Hardball was like a second, but it didn't really work as well. But anyway, just chatting with you as I go through the Hall of Colossia here. So we've cleared 3 of the pathways. We're gonna hit the 4th one now. After healing. And getting hit by a slime. Alright. So I believe this path here is particularly linear, so I don't have to worry too much about getting stuck. It's a matter of just finding buttons and pushing them, like that one there. And there's no more secret paths in the reflections of torches. That was a one-trick pony, I suppose. And that bridge retracted pretty damn fast there. That's a safety hazard. Now pick up some wax and step on this button. Hack this guy to bits. There we go. Okay, I can go up that path there, but instead I'm going to run this way and hit this button. You know, and getting back to the strategy guide thing, I wonder if those still kind of exist. Because my thought would be, why bother? Why would they even exist at this point? Because you have game facts, you have, you know, online. You can find anything about a video game online, almost like 2 to 3 days after it comes out. And oftentimes, strategy guides will be obsolete after maybe a few weeks, after things get patched, things get upgraded, things come out. So even then, you're getting a non-complete product if you buy a strategy guide. I mean, back in the day, games were games, and the game I bought, you know, 2 months ago would have been the same game 2 months later. Now, like, things get so patched out and so changed that makes you wonder if those things still exist, and if so, who's buying them? Alright, is this the right way? Alright, that is the right way. What is that other path, then? Also, it sucks that I used a revealer formula on a path that was straight. What's over here, then? Besides Maraca Man. Oh, more stuff. Alright. Follow along. See if there's anything over there. Nope. Music got ominous all of a sudden. Let's heal back up. Especially the dog. taking a pounding here. What are these slimes called, anyway? Blue goo. Alright, so there's a boss up here, so we're going to do that on the next episode. So, on the next episode, we will fight that boss that's in front of us, maybe pick up a spell, and then we're going to finish this place off, so I hope you come back for that. My name is Lucklight, thank you for watching, and have a good one.